Welcome to this self-learning video where you have come to learn about how to buy and sell shares in Nigerian stock exchange and other part of the world. My name is Ferhaj Razak and my brand name is Ferhaj Dynamic Enterprise. I'm really glad you are here because the decision to learn about how to buy share is one of the most important decisions you can make for your financial culture. Because let's be honest with ourselves, the Nigerian economy today is not easy for the average person. Inflation is high, the cost of living keeps rising, and for many people, one source of income is no longer enough to live comfortably. If that is why you are watching this video, I promise your financial freedom is very near because people are buying and selling shares, making each profit, but not all everybody have the privileged information. This is just an introductory part. We are not going to waste much of our time because we are going to a long way. I believe after you have watched this video, you will decide what you want to do after that. So without wasting much of our time, let's go to the business of the day. Introduction to stock exchange. You have been hearing about shares, stock, equity. What is it all about? Yes, bank are selling shares. Yes, someone have bought share in the past. What does it entail? How does it begin? So introduction to the stock exchange. Firstly, before we move forward, let us differentiate between business, investment and Ponzi scheme, because people have been using this word interchangeably. Because you must know what you are doing, because you want to buy shares. Which part of this is buying share fall into? Is it business? Is it an investment, or is it Ponzi scheme? So when you talk about business, we are very more familiar with business. Business has to do with whatever you are doing with your physical effort, your presence. You must be rendering service to people and you earn money in return, which is your profit. Anybody doing business must have a product or services which he is being rendered to other people, and at the end of the day, they pay him some certain amount of money, which we term as profit. So that is business for us. But when we talk about investment, investment, when we talk about investment, you have to put your money into action. You allow your money to work for you. You are not the one doing the job per se. You get it now. You can put your money into buying assets like stocks, bonds, property, or gold. And in the long run, be expecting a long time profit, because these types of investments, you are not what expecting profit immediately. You have to buy it and expect a higher return in the long time. Any business or anything you put your money into and you want it to run for a longer period of time is an investment. You are not expecting a return immediately. But when we talk about Ponzi scheme, you have been hearing Ponzi scheme just of recent, a lot of CBEX, yes, a lot of things that people put money. They put like $1,001, I expect $10,000 to $50,000 within a few days. Anything you put your money and you're expecting a quick return is termed as Ponzi scheme. We have to clarify this because we don't want people to mix things together. You must know business and you must understand investment, and likewise Ponzi scheme. If you have come to learn how to buy shares, you are not doing business and you are not into Ponzi scheme, rather you want to make an investment plan. That is why you are here to learn about how to buy and sell shares. You get it? Now, what exactly is stock? What exactly is stock? What exactly is shares? Stock, shares, they are similar. A stock is a piece or unit of ownership in any company. Stock is also the same thing as share or equity. Can you see now? A stock is a piece or unit of ownership. A stock is also known as share or equity. And when we say we have a stock, it means we have ownership in another person's business. We can term ourselves as co-ownership of a particular business. You get it? So having a stock in a company makes you part owner or shareholder of that company. Company can approach the public for money by offering their shares for sale. The first time a company offers its shares to the public is called IPO. That is called initial public offer. When you give them money, in exchange you are given unit or fraction of the company share, and this makes you a shareholder of that company. You get it now? This company we are talking about, when they need money for expansion, they want to expand their business, they need growth. They will now approach the public that we need money, and when they approach the public, you are not just giving them your money. They too will give you a fraction of the ownership of the company, which in return you are part of the growth. So as time goes, they compensate you. When the business boom, you collect profit. They remit profit into your account. And that is why you can see in the olden days people buy share from the banks, because that is the only avenue where you can buy shares. When you buy shares in the bank, they will give you certificate. And it was those certificates that our forefather, our daddies, they kept. I buy share, I do this, I do that. They don't know how the shares goes, they only put their money into action. But now this is golden age, this is technological stage. Now you can buy share within a blink of an eye. You can monitor the growth, you can know when to buy more, you can know when to sell it. You will know when you are making profit because you have access to it. What is stock market? There is difference between stock and stock market. When we go to market, we buy something. That is why different markets have names. And where we buy stock is called stock market. Stock market is a network of stock exchanges where investors buy and sell shares of publicly traded companies. Investors like you and I purchase those shares, which allows the company to raise money from the public to grow or expand their business. You can see that your money invested in this company helps the company to grow. So this is what we are saying. Stock market is where we can buy and trade stocks. It is an avenue to get it. Let's say you decide to buy stock now, or you decide to buy shares. You have to go and buy it somewhere. And where you are buying it is called stock exchanges. Now, how does the stock market works? Yes, we've understand that we have to approach stock market to buy and trade our shares, but how does it really works? To understand that further, in order to understand how the stock market works, we need to understand that there are two types of market. That is the primary market and the secondary market. Yes, when we talk about the primary market, this is actually where shares are created. This is original founder of shares, and a company lists their share through an IPO, initial public offer. Remember, an IPO is when the company first lists their shares to the public. See the primary stage as the point where the company is still starting up and pulling funds from the public for expansion. The primary source of buying share is the primary market. Can you see now? Now the secondary market, which is essentially the stock exchange, is where the supply and demand of these shares are bought and traded every day. This is a stage where we the masses can put our own urgent 2K to work. So majority of the companies are not on primary listing again. So like what we are saying now, if you want to buy your share now, you cannot buy directly from the company again because most of them have already grown and they have listed their share before. So if you want to now trade or you want to buy and earn profits, you have to go to the secondary stage, which are the broker. And that is where the stock exchange comes in. It is a market where we can buy shares from because those companies have already started for longer period of time, so they are no longer in need of our small money again. We can only put our money there for more expansion. Hope I'm communicating. But we can buy our shares from a secondary listing of any company. All these companies have already listed their shares on the stock exchange where we can put our money and buy their shares. For example now, you can have or you can buy 1 million unit of shares with MTN. When you find MTN shares on the stock exchange, you can buy their share. You can buy 1 million units of that share. You can have 10 units of shares with another communication company, which is Airtel. We have unit that is less than 10 naira. Is less than 10 naira. If you buy 1,000 of such units, that is just 10k. We have unit of share that is less than 5 naira, less than 1 naira. You get it now? So it means all this small money we have been using, we have been leaving in the banks, we can use it to invest. We can buy shares as small as 1 naira. And that is how the rich are making money while we don't bother learning it. How can you make money from the stock market? How can you make money from the stock market? Yes, we have been explaining what stock market is, this and that. How can you now make money? Do you just put your money there and make money tomorrow? How do you really make money in the stock market? In order for me and you, we are the investors. Investors like you and I can profit from owning stock in one or two ways. Number one, you can make money through dividend payment. And number two, you can make money through value appreciation. So what is dividend payment? When we talk about dividend payment, dividend is a profit a company makes and distributes among their shareholders. When you give company money to grow, the profit they make is called dividend. The profit they make at the end of the day is called dividend, and they distribute it among the people who have invested their money, who have entrusted them with their money. So the profit they give you in return when you buy share is called dividend. Can you see now? So dividend is a profit a company makes and distributes among their shareholders. It can be paid quarterly, 6 month interval, or yearly. We also have a company paying dividend every month. Can you see now? Some company pays dividend. That is to tell you that some companies have grown enough that they are making profit each and every day, and they can easily share their profit with their shareholders, which it is the investors. For example, now in March 2025, Dangote Cement declared a dividend payment of 30 naira per share. Irrespective of the number of shares that you have with Dangote in 2025, you are entitled to 30 naira per share. So imagine if you hold 1,000 units of Dangote Cement, then what you will get for that period is your 1,000 shares times 30 naira. That is going to cost 30,000 naira dividend. That means they are giving you profit of 30,000 naira on your investment, and your original money will still be intact. The actual money you used to buy that share, it will still be in action. But that is to tell you you have made profit and you just rake that profit. Imagine you now have many shares like that, and they are paying dividend every month. Do you know the number of dividend you will be given at the end of the day? Let me show you example of dividend. Yes, look at this picture. This Dangote, you see, the payment, this is payment of 12,474 naira from what? Consolidated Dangote Cement. See the second arrow, Dangote Cement. The money was paid in 2024. That is 3105 2024. It's just a dividend, a profit make at a particular point in time that was paid to the investor. Now imagine if 5 to 6 companies now pay dividend, maybe intervally like that. See how much you'll be earning without stressing yourself. Now let us talk about value appreciation now. We said we have two ways to make money in the stock market, and the second one is value appreciation. When we talk about value appreciation, you make money when you sell your shares. That one is as very simple as that. That is, a share you buy at 20,000 naira and it has grown to 30,000 naira. You sell it and close your share like that. That means you are earning 10,000 naira at a go. You have sold it and you earn your profit. That is called value appreciation. A stock you buy at cheaper price have now grown and you sold it. So whatever you earn on it is called value appreciation. And the only time you can make loss in buying shares, yes, you can make profit, but can you lose? This is only way you can use. The only way you can lose is if you sell your share when it has not appreciated. And why will you do that? Since you already know it is a long-term investment. You don't sell your share, even if the share is falling in price, you don't sell it, it will later peak. Can you see now? For example, now if you buy a unit of share at 5 naira with total 1,000 of share, that is going to give you like 5,000 naira share, 5,000 naira investment. And it has grown to like 300 naira per unit. Something you bought at 5 naira has now grown to 300 naira. That is 295 naira profit. When you now multiply that 295 naira times the number of shares you bought, that is 295 times 1,000 shares. That is going to give you 295,000. And you buy that shares with just 5,000 naira. The 5,000, some people left millions of naira into their account with the bank. The bank are using the money for their own advantages, and nobody cares because we don't have the right education to investment. So imagine you bought a share with 5,000 and you earn 295,000 at the end of the day. Look at it. See this person now. Look at this image. This person invested 1 million naira. Look at the first circle. You can see 2,113 naira 750 kobo. Now look at under ownership. The person bought 25,000 shares. And look at the price he bought it, 41 naira 60 kobo. And look at the top here where they wrote 84 naira 55 kobo. The share he bought at 41 naira have now grown to 84 naira. That's already 100% increment. That means he make profit of 100% of the initial investment. He invests, look at the second circle. He invested 1 million and the investment has turned to 2 million plus, more than 102 or 103%. You can see the comment that can't just keep quiet. He said he cannot keep quiet. The person sent message and said he cannot keep quiet because of the high return. Even when we are explaining that it is long-term investment, it's just for us to have a stand mindset that you don't expect quick return. But I'm telling you, if you buy share today, the price can start growing tomorrow because it has become a traded market. Look at this one again. Look at this one. Look at the first arrow here under your investment. The person bought the share at 27,000 naira. And look at the price he bought it, 96 kobo, rather, less than 1 naira. And look at the arrow here. When he bought it 27,000, after they have removed their commission, the total amount left is 25,883. And look at the current value. It has grown to 74,250 naira. Is that not more than 70, more than 100 something percent? So these are the power of buying shares in the stock market. Look at this one too. This one happened just of recent. I personally bought it. Look at the first arrow. That is 105,267 naira 50 kobo. And look at where they wrote total cost under the second arrow. The total cost of that share, I bought this share on January 26, 2026. January 26, 2026. I bought 51,350 share as DAR Communication. That is the name of the company, DAR, DAAR. The total cost was 68,000. And look at the total gain. The second, where they wrote total gain, 37,000. More than 50%. More than what am I saying? More than 100%. More than 100%. The money have increased more than 100%. And look at today's return. Today's return means the profit as at today. The profit as at today. So these are the power of investment. You can buy today and it will grow tomorrow. This my brother sent this message and said, "Good evening, coach. I'm happy I joined your group." That's it. I was lucky to join when it was the price that we sold that. He said, "I bought." You can see it. He bought 745 units of Wando when it was 12 naira, and the total cost was 8,040. And as at the time he is sending it, it has grown to 57,000. He's now asking for advice that should he sell or hold. You can see now, you can sell because you have already made profit. You can hold if you believe the price will still continue to grow, because that means the company is growing. So these are the level. Imagine all these share people are buying 8,000 naira. They have invested like 100,000, 200,000. What is going to be their return? Look at that of the person that invested 1 million. That money might just put it there because he didn't want to put it in the bank. And look at the return at the end of the day when you are not doing anything. So this is the power of buying share at the right time and having a good mentorship. But I have to tell you this, it is not all company that pays dividend. Yes, it is not all company that pay dividend. And let us look at the companies that we have. Two type of companies. One is blue chip companies and the other is growth companies. Who are these blue chip companies? These are larger companies with established record of growth. Yes, these are the companies that have made name for themselves more than decades, nearly century, e.g. Coca-Cola. Can you see now? We grow up to know what Coca-Cola is. That means they have been in the system for long. So these companies are called blue chip companies. Why? They usually pay dividend. They have a good tracking record. Yes, they have been in business for years with stable earnings. They are less potential for high growth. Yes, they have grown for long. So they are. So now let us look at growth company. We said we have two type of companies. So the second one is growth companies. These growth companies are still growing and reinvesting most of their earnings. That is the reason why they are not paying dividend. For example, now Tesla. Yes, this company, they don't usually pay dividend and they are of higher risk because they are still trying things out. So if you put your money and they fail, it will affect your capital with them. So share price grow faster and fluctuate a lot. So as a new investor, it is best to start with blue chip company. Their track record is usually solid. Can you see now? So when is the best time to buy share? Just because we have money doesn't mean we just have to put our money into action. You must study the market. You must know what the market is. And mind you, don't forget, buying share is different from forex trading. It's two different things. So when it is best time to buy shares? Well, when you have the money, you buy share when you have the money. Do not time the market. Then how much do you need to start buying shares? Your 1k, 2k, $1, 10 cedis, 10 server can buy some unit of share, even 500 naira that you are underrating. All you have to do is keep topping it up. Don't wait till you have millions save up. If you have 1,000, since we have a share that is less than 1 naira, if you have 1,000, you can use it to buy. The only thing you need is to keep on buying it. You keep on buying as long as you have money in your hand, buy. Instead of putting your money in the bank, put your money in the broker's account. Continue to buy the share that is yielding. If you have money you want to use in the next 4-5 months, put it there, buy shares. These are the way you can multiply your earning. Now, how to know the best stocks to buy? When you are ready to buy shares, which shares do you want to buy? Which stock do you want to put your money? How do you want to know their best company? You need to understand that you need to know what the company does and their business model. You must know their product or services. You get it now? You must have been seeing their product, you have been hearing it before. Then you must know the management details, the team behind this company. You must know them. You must know their information. You must know their competitive advantage, innovation, net worth, and loyal customer. Did they have any competitor that is affecting their growth? You must know all this so that you don't just put your money into a rotten company. Then what is the company culture? How they are known to operate? What is their mode of operandi? Then what do experts think about the company? Yes, people that have been dealing with them, what was their comment? What was their review? You need to check all this before you buy any company stock. Financial metrics. What is their revenue? All this information you can easily see it on Google. You can Google it and do your findings by yourself. So how many stocks should you buy? Yes. Is there any rule to buying shares? How many do you want to buy at a go? There is no hard rule for this. The important thing is to have a diversified portfolio. Yes, when you say diversified portfolio, it means having shares in different companies. Buy from different sectors. Understand that this will work for you from any part of the country, be it Nigeria, Cameroon, Ghana. You can buy shares from different companies that sell shares. If you use Facebook, Twitter, Amazon, Apple product, why wouldn't you want to be a shareholder with them? You are using their product and services. So you should buy their share because they are growing. As they are growing, your own share too will grow and they will give you, you earn money from them. So there is no limitation if you don't limit yourself. There are facts you need to know. Yes, before you put your money into action, there are facts you need to know. You need to have long-term mindset. To get the best of stock market investment, plan to buy and hold for a long period of time. Do you hear that? You must plan to hold for a long period of time. The longer you hold, the more benefits you gain. Allow the magic of compounding interest work for you. Don't be in a hurry to sell because the price appreciates a little. It is just like you bought land or gold. Do you sell immediately? And these are the secret of the rich. Any share you buy, even if it yield tomorrow, don't quickly sell it. You should know their tendency is going to grow further. So you must understand the time and the profit. So these are the facts you must understand when you want to buy any shares. Now my conclusive advice. Making money has principle and you must have what you are doing. You must have either business or a job or both. Only one income stream is not enough. Then at every point you make money, either profit or your salary, the first thing you need to do is to pay yourself first. Before you pay any expenses, give yourself something first. And every time you pay food seller, landlord, fuel station, voucher, subscription, NEPA bill, you will finish all the money paying others except yourself. You should dedicate some amount for yourself and this money is must be channeled towards things that will bring more money for you, like investment. So you don't just put the money in the market. Don't just put it in the bank, rather. Put your money into action. The big question now is, how can you buy the share? At least you have been following from the beginning. So the next thing is, how can you buy the shares? Yes, how can you buy it? Well, now that you understand what share is, how you can make money with it, and how you need this investment plan immediately. So then, how can you start buying these shares? Well, I'll be telling you this. This will be addressed in the master class. You need to be in the master class to know which broker you have to deal with, which shares you have to buy, the condition, the information you need, all necessary things you are going to learn it in the master class. And from the master class, you are going to see what? The different trusted trading apps I personally use. You need trusted app to buy shares, not every app you can use. Then the stock broking firm for both Nigeria and foreign companies. They will open your account trading for you at no cost. Can you see now? You can buy Nigerian shares and you can buy foreign shares. Like Amazon, all these Amazon, Facebook, Meta, Tesla, they are foreign shares. We have app that you can buy both Nigerian shares and international shares. Then how you can buy stock from the secondary market and track the progress of your investment using just your phone. All this will be learned in the master class. How to track trending stocks and know which one to go for. What you should check out in a company before buying stock with them. how to claim dividend in case your parent bought shares for you when you are young and you haven't been receiving dividend. Who knows, you may be part of those that have millions of unclaimed dividend. All this will be attended to in the master class. Now, list of stock doing well which you can start with as beginner. Then bonus, you have access to stock that pay dividend monthly. This is a very hot cake you shouldn't miss. The best time to buy stock so your money can appreciate well. Then at least 3 best performing gold producing company you can buy from immediately. Well detailed step-by-step approach of starting, buying and fully understand the stock market. We are going to give you Telegram support where all questions you have will be fully attended to. And lastly, you will be having 1 full year to train material and support group. So don't limit yourself.